Hello everyone, and welcome back to Willow Witch Tarot, or welcome if this is your first time here. So we have 3 decks to choose from in our reading today, and of course the theme of our reading today is a secret message that you are finally ready to hear. So we are asking your spirit guides to reveal this secret, this mystery message to us, so that you may get the information that you are ready for right here, right now at this reading today. And this, of course, is a timeless reading, so whenever you reach this message, it is what you are meant to hear at the time that you come to this message. So for pile number 1, we have the Ravyness Drakon Tarot deck, along with the Dragonstone. For pile number 2, we have the Tarot of the Divine, along with the Serpentine. And for pile number 3, we have the Dreams of Gaia Tarot, and with the Golden Healer Crystal or Stone. Okay, so go ahead and take a look at your piles. You can, of course, choose just one reading to listen to today if you are feeling drawn to more than one pile. There may be messages in more than one pile for you, and you're of course welcome to watch all of them if you feel so called. But I will see you soon in your pile reading. And of course, if you want to hang out, we will draw some oracle cards together. All of the tarot today will be drawn during the pile readings, but you're welcome to hang out for the pile select or for the oracle selection if you'd like. And I will see you soon in your readings. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do the oracle card drawing now. I'm just going to move these decks up so that we have some room to shuffle and draw the oracle cards. So the first deck that we'll be drawing some oracle cards from is this Hedgewitch Botanical Oracle. And in each of our 3 oracle decks today, we're just going to draw one card for each pile. If any cards flip, I will just show them and put them back in the deck, but we are just going to take non-flippers today since we are drawing ahead of time for these oracle cards. Pile 1. It's a secret revealed for our watchers today. Alright, so our next deck that we'll be shuffling and drawing from is this beautiful Crystallery deck. It has some really pretty images of crystals with beautiful messages. I love the energy that comes through from this deck. I also just love the illustrations on the back of the cards as well. Really cute. So we've got pile 1, pile 2 already coming out, and pile 3. Yep. Okay, and then one more deck here for you guys. So this is the Nature's Whispers Oracle deck. We can get one oracle card for each pile, Spirit, please. These 2. Yeah, and 3. Okay. Beautiful. All right. So we'll go ahead and arrange these like that. Feeling very excited about the readings already, just from the general energy from these oracle cards. Okay, so we will set pile 3 and pile 2 aside. And then we'll go ahead and jump into the reading for pile number 1. Okay, pile 1, if you are just rejoining us, we are doing a course asking about a secret message that you are finally ready to hear. And we are asking your guides to reveal this information to us that you are ready for today. So we've pre-drawn some oracle cards for you. If you'd like to see those oracle cards being drawn, you can just go to the timestamp below for the oracle pre-drawing, essentially oracle preparation for we did all 3 piles at once. Otherwise, we're just going to go ahead and get right into revealing your oracle cards today. So let's take a look at what we have. Intuition. Beautiful. Feel in order to know. Sue delight. And regenerate the moral mushroom. Wow. Okay. And then what we're going to do here with your tarot cards is we're going to ask for a primary tarot card to guide our reading today. I haven't shuffled. I want to shuffle 3 times for you guys before I draw any cards. That's what I'm being called to do. So sometimes I would take that card if it popped out from the bottom of the deck like that. But because I set my intention to shuffle 3 times before drawing any cards for you today, we won't take that one just yet. But I feel that your spirit guides are eager to tell you about this message. It does feel quite important. So this will be your primary card, and then we're going to get some clarifier cards about your journey to and from this message. So we'll get a past, present, and future energy about this message today. So we've got past, feeling present, yep, and future. Okay. And then if we need to, we will certainly pull some clarifier cards as we go. But let's go ahead and reveal your main tarot card. Wow. The Chariot. Beautiful. So let's see what your past Ace of Swords. Okay. I feel like you got a hit of intuition in the past about this. 9 of Swords is your present energy. So you might be feeling a bit of stress or anxiety. And Ace of Cups. And we're not taking reversals today. Sometimes I draw reversals for my own personal readings from this deck, so you'll see some cards come up in reverse, but I set the intention ahead of time to not take reversals today. So we'll read this in its upright energy. Ace of Cups. Let's take a look at your cards all together and see what message we are getting here. So with the Chariot coming out as your main message, there is a secret being revealed to you about some type of success that you are essentially destined to come into. So I very much see a feeling of, yeah, it's a surprise coming in your future. And I think it's a surprise because right now you can't see it coming. This is definitely something that it'll essentially feel like it comes out of the dark, out of the blue, almost like you're staring out over this, what looks like an open, empty ocean, and suddenly this cup full of promise and surprise and mystery and magic and help is the message coming through too, rises up out of the water in front of you and just like appears to you as this like shining light. I think that you got a hit of intuition about this in the past, but I see that perhaps your ability to believe in and have faith in this coming to you in the future has wavered, and perhaps right now it feels a bit of like a dark night. You may feel like you've been waiting so long it's not coming, and there may be a lot of anxiety and doubt and fear and worry about that. So a message coming through from your spirit guides here is trust that feeling, trust that intuition that you had before. You don't need to see, all your messages here are about intuition, feeling in order to know, this knowing, this inner knowing, without having to have like physical facts on the ground. It may be something where it doesn't seem like it would be possible for this to come through to you, but you're getting this message that it will. The success is guaranteed. You're protected in getting this. And if this is something that previously was in your life and you're hoping for it to come back around, there is this message of regeneration here. So that may be a message for some of you if you're hoping for something to come back into your life. This can relate to love, since this is the Ace of Cups. Of course, cups often talk about love, relationships, partnership, intimacy, any sense of belonging, with somebody or with a group or community can also be relating here. It also has a lot to do with just emotional fulfillment in general, right? So it doesn't always have to be about love and relationships. It can be emotional fulfillment in a work situation, in life in general, right? Getting to a place where you feel really good about yourself, your surroundings, what you're doing in the world. You feel fulfilled. You feel like you're contributing in a meaningful way. You feel like you're helping other people, if that's, what brings you life, right? There's also a message here that, so there's that first message about something, if you feel like something was lost or something, kind of faded out of your life or left too soon, and you feel like it should come back, or you have this intuition that it will come back around, then that's an affirmation here for you. But for others of you, there is an additional or a second message, an alternate message, that's the word, an alternate message about this success being something where, with mushrooms, so mushrooms often grow on something that is decaying, something that has died. And so there's a message here that you may be going through a period in your life currently, especially with this Nine of Swords, where something feels like an area of your life perhaps feels like it's going through a death phase, a decaying phase. Something has moved out of your life, some door has closed, and whether that's in the area perhaps of love, perhaps you've lost a relationship, or you've stopped a relationship, right? You may have voluntarily decided to leave a relationship, or in some way a relationship left your life. And so it may feel like that area, that part of you where you were in an intimate relationship has been at rest, has been, it almost may feel like it's dead currently. But the message here is that in that time of decay, or that time of rest, that winter time, there's so much happening at a microscopic, below the surface level that may not be visible to the naked eye, but it's incredibly important. That's how rich, fertile soil is created, right? Everything gets broken down into its basic elements so that a little seed can then burst into life and grow into a massive, strong tree with strong, stable roots, right? It needs soil in order to do that. And so the message here is that have faith. This will burst into life again, this area of your life that feels like it's, not that there's nothing happening right at the moment. Don't allow yourself to fall into that trap of worry and anxiety that just because you can't see growth right at the moment, that growth isn't happening, right? There's always the need for that rest phase before you can start into something new that allows you to recover, to lay that strong foundation to, if we didn't rest and regenerate every night, we would die, right? Like we would actually die. So everybody needs sleep. Everybody needs time to recover. Everyone needs time for their body to heal and cells to, do what cells do, right? Like it's really important for us to get that sleep. So, there's that message here to give yourself that grace. I'd like to pull another card for you on kind of this transition from the Nine of Swords to the Ace of Cups and what the advice is for you as this Ace of Cups is coming into your life and you're waiting. How can you, one, encourage that Ace of Cups to come in faster, and two, make sure that you are ready and receptive and open and kind of in the right frame of mind for that Ace of Cups when it appears, for you to recognize it and to be ready to move into this new phase, this Chariot phase of your life. Okay, so we're going to get some clarification here for you from this beautiful journey of the bee, journey of the Sacred Bee tarot deck. And we'll again shuffle 3 times, please, tarot, and ask what your spirit guides additionally would like you to know about this transition time and how to essentially gracefully navigate it with kind of in that manifesting energy, right? Here we go. Oh, wow. Okay. 2 of Cups, Knight of Discs, and 9 of Cups. You guys, that's a beautiful message. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so this surprise coming into your life, we already got a hint of it with this fact that it's the Ace of Cups, but I think your guides are telling you here that it's, for some of you, it definitely could be this person coming in, somebody that embodies this Knight of Discs, which is the Knight of Pentacles vibe, someone who's slow, steady, but reliable, dependable, somebody that you could build with, somebody who's ready to establish that foundation and move steadily towards building a legacy together, building a committed, sure, loyal, honest, something that I'm getting the message like that you feel like you could build an empire upon. So this 2 of Cups showing up, this love, this could obviously, of course, pertain to a relationship. If the surprise coming in for you, if that intuition that you got feels like it's not a relationship, or you're already in a happy relationship and it's not so much about obtaining happiness in that area of your life because you've already got that, you're already there. Congratulations if you are. It's beautiful. But if it's not about that, then it's more about obtaining happiness in that area of your life which feels like it's at rest and essentially recovering right now. I will be right back. My puppy needs to go outside, so I'll be right back. Okay, thanks for your patience, guys. So I'm actually going to move these cards over so that you can see them a little bit better too, because I think it's actually a really important part of your message today, this message about how to get from this 9 of Swords state about this time in your life into this receptive, open place for this Ace of Cups to enter your life. So your guides are giving you such an incredible preview of what this is coming in, and a promise. You know, this Chariot is success. It is victory. It is, you know, your goals being achieved, right? So this area of your life that needs to regenerate. The way to help this manifest through this Knight of Discs and Nine of Cups, this Two of Cups coming in, this offer of love, this offer of a new beginning, this offer of a partnership, you know, whether it's in career, relationship, another area of your life, you know, whatever comes into your mind when you think about this message, right? Trust your intuition around this. It is going to bring this happiness. It's also coming in, you know, it is coming in slow, right? So we got that message earlier that it may have felt like it's been taking a while, but it's coming in slow and steady, because when it arrives, it's going to stay, you know? So it's making sure, you know, whether it's this person, this opportunity, whatever it is, making sure that one, it is exactly what you're hoping for, right? Like it's ready for at that moment when it comes into your life, when it appears in front of you, you know, when you click on that job advertisement or you meet this person, that opportunity at that exact moment is going to have evolved into the opportunity and grown and changed and done whatever, you know, essentially like groundwork, legwork that they needed to do, right? That regeneration time in order to be the exact opportunity that matches with your level of preparation and readiness at the moment, right? And so I'm not seeing any messages here about essentially like action that you need to do, or even like practices or mindset or anything like that. So I think your guides really want you to relax and trust. Be in a hopeful state. Be in a, you know, if anything, maybe, yeah, okay. That's a little bit of a message. So this happiness card here, yeah, okay. There's messages coming through. So with all of these cards, but especially this happiness card, there is a message about being in this vibration to attract what you want, right? So this surprise coming in is about your happiness. It is about some area of your life where you do feel discontent, and you are guaranteed this success to turn that area of discontent in your life into an area of your life that you feel incredible joy and happiness, hope, promise. It's going in the right direction. It's going in the direction that you want. All of that is coming in your very near future. That is the surprise that your guides want to reveal to you. And the way for you to, one, smooth the transition in and kind of prepare your system, like your nervous system, to accept this without kind of rebelling against it or having too many shocks or bumps along the way, is to get into the state of happiness as much as you are able to, right? So relaxing into the knowledge that this is coming in, that you are promised this, that you deserve this, that your guides want to give you what you want in this area of your life. It's okay to be happy about that coming in. You know, imagine how you'll feel when you meet this person, or when you're working that job, or when you find that opportunity that you've been praying for, is the feeling, right? Imagine being that deeply in love. Imagine, reuniting with that lost love. Imagine finding that perfect opportunity that just calls out your name as soon as you hear about it or read about it. All of the people that you're going to meet are going to help you towards this. Everyone is essentially going to know that this was destined for you. They're going to see you and this person together and go, oh, of course, like you two are meant for each other. They're going to see you working this job and say, wow, like you were born for this position. So I think your guides want you to embody this, imagine this. When we meditate and visualize a state of being, being in this successful state, we prepare our bodies and our nervous systems for being in that state. We align our cells, our energy, the way we think and approach the world. Think about ourselves, think about life, think about the world, the way that we are open, our energy fields open up and are receptive to this exact situation coming in. When we visualize ourselves being in this happy state, having this victory, okay? So, yeah. Okay, well, I think that is your message today, pile number 1. Thank you so much for joining me here. If you feel called to this dragon stone, I highly recommend taking a look for some or meditating upon an image of one, because this stone will very much protect you and help you step into and embody, 1, your voice, right? Like that roar of the dragon. 2, it's a protective energy. Protect your energy field against negative vibes, anything that might kind of try to pull you back into this 9 of Swords state. It's going to help you embody this 9 of Cups state, right? Like we're essentially transitioning from this 9 of Swords to 9 of Cups. Beautiful, huge, transformative time in your life. And I think this dragon stone is going to be a helpful stone to have around you to empower you, encourage you, essentially be a friendly energy to guide you in this direction and comfort you and remind you of this message, okay? So beautiful. I really enjoyed doing this reading for you today, pile number 1. Thank you so much for joining me here. Please go ahead and subscribe, like, comment if you feel so inclined to do so. That's one of the best ways to support me and these free readings and this channel, and to let me know that you are liking my work. So thank you so much, pile number 1. Take care. Hello, pile number 2. I'm really excited for your reading because you were drawn to this Wisdom of the Divine tarot deck, and also this beautiful raw serpentine. And serpentine is a stone that comes to us in times of huge healing transition in our lives. So if you felt drawn to this stone, I think this message today is going to be a really big message, something that you are ready to hear, a big secret about your life revealed to you. So let's get into your reading. We're going to see what your oracle cards are first. So we have 3 oracles that we pre-drew during the oracle preparation. You can watch that if you would like to in the timestamps below. So you have, wow, renewal of peace. Strong energy coming from that card, like a rebirth. Breathe in your trueness, lepidolite. Look at that third eye on this unicorn being lit up and celebrated there. And nurture, clover. Beautiful. Such a synchronistic message here so far with this purple and green. Yeah, very much getting third eye chakra and heart chakra energy coming through. Healing energy here. So, okay, let's see what else we've got. So we're going to shuffle your tarot deck 3 times, and then we will be pulling a main tarot card for your main message. So we'll pull one tarot card that tells us about your main message today, and then we will pull a tarot card for each area of past, present, and future around this secret message being revealed to you that you are ready for. So what is pile number 2's main message? There we go. And then past, okay, present, and future. Beautiful. Okay, and then we'll set these aside. If we need to, we can always pull clarifier cards as we go as well. So let's see what your main message today. Wow. Ace of Cups. Yeah, this is a really big new time in your life that's coming in, that's being revealed. So your past energy is King of Swords. Very strong past energy. Your present energy is 6 of Wands. Beautiful. And your future energy is the Fool. Yeah, again, I mean, this is literally the major arcana that signifies new beginnings. You jumping into these new waters, being ready to take that step, to take that leap forward, that, you know, you're going to feel ready to take this risk. I think that you've been really nurturing yourself. You've been taking care of the essentials to make sure that you, body, mind, and soul, are ready for this new opportunity coming in. I think you've done, yeah, your spirit guides are like pretty impressed with this past work that you've done on yourself. And I think that you know this, you know, the current energy that you're in is this 6 of Wands energy. It also, this is a message about how your spirit guides see you presently. So they see you as someone who can and should be proud of all of your past work, and that in your current energy, you're being rewarded. So I think a secret revealed to you here, you know, you may not be aware that you're worthy of celebrating in the present. You know, you may know this about you, but maybe not to the extent that your guides see you as being ready and deserving for a brand new opportunity being awarded into your life, literally being poured in like liquid gold. Like there is an opportunity coming in that's going to feel like liquid gold is being poured on an area of your life, and maybe even over your entire life. You know, this feels like, this actually has the feeling of a seeing bowl, like a scrying bowl, and with gold being poured in. So it's as if we're looking into your future right here, into this scrying bowl, into the water, and everything is being bathed in gold, being shown and shined, and yeah, it's as if like gold dust, gold liquid is being poured and smoothed over every area of your life. And this is a reward. This gold coming in to your life is being given to you because of this hard work that you've done in the past. You know, I think that you may not realize how strong you've had to be in certain circumstances. You've had to really stand up for yourself, and you've done a really good job. There may be some sense of, you know, at times perhaps you felt like you were almost too cold, or, you know, maybe other people told you that, like looked at you and said, you know, why are you being so, basically like, you know, why are you being so stubborn, or so, you know, why are you so focused and fixated on this? Can't you just like soften up a little bit, but you knew that you were headed, that you needed to essentially drop anything from your life that didn't give you this sense of peace, didn't nurture that inner child of yours. And so you've been doing this work. You know, you have been coming into this true knowledge of who you are. And it's time for you, your guides are saying, to breathe it in. You know, this unicorn, which I feel like very much embodies you and how your guides are seeing you. This unicorn is draped in these ribbons of celebration, of success. You know, this unicorn looks like they've just come from a party, right? Or like it's a very similar energy to the Six of Wands, like parading forward, draped in ribbons, celebration, you know, stars all around. Sorry for the barking there, just had to go take out our new little puppy. He just needed to go out. But so with this lepidolite message, I think another thing that's really strongly coming through, that when you look at this Ace of Cups card, the energy that comes through from this Ace of Cups combined with this lepidolite is that your guides are giving you this insight into your own powers here. And the feeling that's coming off of this Ace of Cups card, when we look at it next to this lepidolite, is that your true nature is very much like, it's like that story of Midas that can touch anything and turn it to gold. So getting the message that you have this power within you that's starting to come to the surface, is starting to rise to the surface of like the waters of your life, that you have an ability, and it's in your present. It's not even in the future. It's literally here with you right now, within your present. You've manifested it. It was always part of your birthright, and it's coming through as an actual like reality thing that you can do. It's woken up, essentially, is the message, that anything you set your mind to, you can turn to gold. You can make successful. You can make lucrative. You can make, you know, a fruitful relationship. You can bring out the best in others. You can bring out the best in yourself. You can turn a situation that feels tarnished or feels like it's dull or has lost its shine. You can it's as if you can be an alchemist and turn it into gold. Yeah, that's I'm getting a message too that if you haven't read The Alchemist, that might be a good book to read, by Paulo Coelho. So, all right. I would like to actually get a little bit of clarification for you here about what this Fool card is exactly pertaining to. What is this new opportunity that's coming into your life? You know, what is it that you are going to take into your essentially magic hands that can turn things into gold and make happen? Okay. What is it that you in your near future are going to be jumping into, launching, saying yes to? Okay. So let's see. I'm going to do a little bit of shuffling with this other tarot deck. This is the Light Seer Tarot. And this is the deck that for your pile, I felt the inclination that if we needed any clarifiers, we should use this deck for your pile. I'm going to shuffle it 3 times, like we're doing today for all the decks, all the tarot decks, so that we can pull in exactly the messages that pile 2 needs here today about this new opportunity, this Fool card. If we could get guidance about what this opportunity entails, any advice for our beautiful pile number 2. Wow, Ace of Wands and 10 of Swords. Yeah. I mean, if that doesn't illustrate the most amazing transition, ending something that gave you sorrow is the message coming through, but it's bittersweet. It's as if you knew that this, whatever this 10 of Swords pertains to, and it's already ending or has ended in your life. This doesn't feel like a future energy. It feels like you're looking back on the past and watching these birds fly, but they've already, the birds have already taken off from the ground, right? They've already begun that transition out of your life. It's as if you're just watching them fade into the distance. And so, with this kind of empty land that this figure is standing on, it does feel like this was something that wasn't working, that was not leading to much growth, life, excitement, color, happiness in your life. You've managed to retain your own color and life and happiness. You look vibrant and healthy. It's as if you've been able to thrive even within this desolation that was around you in this area of your life. And this may have been like, I'm getting the sense for some of you, you may have been helping another person who was really struggling, and either they've, maybe it was an elderly relative or something like that, and maybe they've passed to the other side, and my deepest condolences if you've lost somebody recently. Or this could have been a relationship with a friend that you've had to pull back from and kind of transition away from, and maybe set those really strong boundaries like we saw with this King of Swords card. Or it could have even been a job, or something that you were doing, like a volunteer project, or we're helping out an organization, something like this, that you've had to either let go or transition into a different department or a different role. And it can be hard to have that change, right? But it feels like you're looking out on this, and it's bittersweet, of course. There's always loss, but there's always two sides to any situation, right? And so I get this feeling that as soon as you are done, giving that time, watching this fade and pass out of your life, you're going to turn around, and it's as if you turn right into this Ace of Wands card, and you're able to, it's as if you suddenly get this, wow, yeah, so with this door closing, I literally am getting the image of you turning around and being struck, like closing your eyes, because this seed of something of great magnitude, of great impact in your life suddenly sparks within your mind. And you almost have to just close your eyes because you're overtaken by this idea, this inspiration, this new beginning. Maybe you suddenly realize that there's something that's been right in front of you that you actually want to take further and jump into and grow and get off the ground, make it your own. It may be that you receive information that begins this spark, that feeds this spark. You may even get communication from somebody that feeds this spark, that turns something that you didn't even realize was there, lights it up into the beginnings of a fire, of something creative, of something exciting, light bringing in your life. let's get a little more information about what this might pertain to, or any other advice for pile number 2. Okay, yeah, we want all those cards. Let's take a look. Wow, Temperance, Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, beautiful. The Devil, 9 of Swords. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Wow. So we can see here a progression. Yeah, I can see that you've had to strike out on your own. You've had to essentially, you've had to assert your place in a situation that was sticky and that could have pulled you under, that could have trapped you. And it may have just been a figurative trapping. It may have been like a trapping in your own mind that was threatening. Because with this 9 of Swords here, we see that, you know, kind of like mind games or ruminating or going around in circles. But we already saw that you ended that, right? You got from the 9 of Swords to the 10 of Swords. So, you know, really, honestly, good job. I feel like we can, so this Devil is like, it is a show of what would have happened if you did not end this and let this go, okay? So I think it's a message for those of you who are still maybe transitioning into this ending. You know, it started, it's not something that's gonna come out of the blue. There's no Tower here, you know, no surprise cards or anything like that. So it's something that you're already aware of that is on its way out. You know, the final straw has already essentially broken the back, right? And so yeah, I mean, look at how much lighter this 10 of Swords card is than this Devil, right? So we're just going to cover it. That feels better. So essentially what we're showing here is that you saw that Devil here in this 9 of Swords. You could see it coming if you continued on this path and you chose to take the best path for you, right? As hard as it may have been. And that may have been why you encountered some, you know, disdain or negativity from other people, you know, but really it's because they were jealous of, you know, they may have been facing a similar situation in their life and they may have given in to the Devil before. And so they may be jealous that you were able to have such strong boundaries, stand up for yourself and walk away, you know, let those distressing thoughts fly away from you, turn around and literally, yeah, look what you're turning to, from the 10 of Swords to the 10 of Cups. Yeah, and this 10 of Cups, you know, I didn't even realize, but I put it down right over this Ace of Wands. So I feel like you get this like vision that you know which way to go. You know how to get from, as soon as you turn around and turn away from that 10 of Swords, you see this 10 of Cups in your future. You know this is coming for you. You know that you're headed this way. It's as if this like third eye within this unicorn card, you know, I'm seeing this third eye almost as this horn here that's pointing you on the way. You know, it's like as if you have like a beacon showing you which way to go. This third eye lighting up. Okay? So if you haven't gotten quite to this spot yet, this is your advice. Let go whatever is making you feel like what this 9 of Swords card looks like this feeling coming through from this 9 of Swords with this imagery here, you know, distress, despair, anxiety, ruminating, sleepless nights, nightmares, waking up in the middle of the night, wondering how you're going to get out of this situation, or why you're so upset about this, or whatever it might be, let that be a strong message to you that whatever that situation is not for you. It's not the way to go. And make changes in your life. Let that thing go. Let it pass out of your life. Stop putting energy into it. Stop putting effort into it. Allow it to leave. Allow it to pass you by. Turn towards this knowledge within you, this third eye awakening, this lighting up of intuition that's going to lead you to this 10 of Cups. You're going to be strong and established by doing this. You're going to feel so good about yourself. Like, you're going to feel like you are somebody who can be trusted, somebody of integrity, someone who can lead the way for others, someone who can live as an example, be like an elder to your community by following this path. You're going to feel like you grew your own orchard. You're able to sustain yourself off of the decisions and the effort that you've put in. You're able to become financially stable. You're able to become, emotionally stable as well. And have, the Queen of Pentacles has a healthy community around her too. I feel like it's signified by this forest. It's as if there's like a forest of souls, of people around you. Also, communicating, sustaining, being there as your support system. You're strong, stable, steady, evergreen, always there, not fair weather, right? Always standing there by your side. That type of support system is what you're heading towards. And then this final card here in this message to the Fool is that by coming into this balance with yourself and with others, it's as if like you come into your spiritual awakening, your spiritual knowledge. And I feel like the message coming through here is that you're going to know that you have these wings to catch you. And so jumping off this rock, these fish are jumping down this waterfall, and you know that you're able to fly is the message coming through. So where others may look and see a cliff or a fall or, a plunge over the edge, you look and you see the sky above. You see open air. You see flying with the birds. You see going up to this castle on the cliff. Like, that you have the wings and the ability to leap off this rock, grow those wings instantly, you already have them, and fly up to this castle, and that castle, I think, signifies whatever it is that gave you this inspiration to get to the 10 of Cups. This 10 of Cups is here, and you know how to get there now. In the very near future, you'll know. So I think that, there's like a lot of information there, right? But overall, the message is that in your very near future, there's going to be a surprise coming in that you maybe never thought you could attain. You didn't see the path before, how you could reach it, how you could reach that goal. But your guides are saying you are ready. You've come into your power now, and everything you touch, it's as if you can turn it to gold. Like, that is a power that you have. You can manifest this success in your life. So don't worry. A big message here is like, turn away from those worries. Turn away from anything that brings you this type of worry. You deserve happiness. This is guaranteed in your future. You're headed here towards this emotional balance, this stability, this inspiration, this creativity, this joy and new beginnings, and going towards your castle, building your castle in the sky. You know, all of those dreams that you've ever had, you can attain them. And maybe that's a big surprise to you, but yeah, it's, you know, the cards are saying it's written here, and there's very much a progression. So go for it. Yeah. Okay. Well, beautiful pile number 2. I hope that gave you so much inspiration and hope, because you really deserve it. Like, you're ready. This 9 of Swords is in your past. Leave it. Go towards this. This is just so beautiful. And you're ready for it. You know, the 6 of Wands in your present. You're ready for this success. Okay? So I hope that helped. And if you enjoyed, definitely subscribe, like, comment. I hope to see you again in a future reading, and have a wonderful rest of your day, pile 2. All right, take care. Hello, pile number 3. So we are going to take a look at your oracle cards first, and then pull from your tarot deck. And of course, this message here today, we are asking, what is a secret message that you are finally ready to hear? And as soon as I started putting your cards on the table here and getting ready for your reading, I kept getting a phrase coming into my mind of your life purpose. Your life purpose, like, over and over. And I just was like, okay. So I felt like it was important to communicate that to you. So I do feel like there's something about your life purpose that's going to be coming through in this reading here today. I also wanted to mention that if you haven't seen this Golden Healer Quartz in some of my other readings, it does have some iridescence in it. So I just wanted to show you that there. And also, this Golden Healer Quartz is known as a master healer and one of the most high vibration crystals as well. And so we'll see, there might be a message combined there with that, the crystal being a master healer, and a message coming through here about your life purpose. So let's find out. All right, so we're going to take a look at your oracles. Wow, you guys have number 1, make a wish. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Just like gorgeous colors on that card. Wow. Transmutation, black tourmaline. Wow. Look at those 2 magnets. Interesting. Wow. Okay. Humility. Oh, beautiful. Oh, wow. And dandelion. And you guys have, so this Make-A-Wish card, this is the seed part of the dandelion. You know, so there's dandelions down here, and then this is the seed part that comes from the dandelion that people will often make a wish, blow on, and then these little seeds, you know, flow off into the wind. Wow. Yeah, you can see that part here in the card. So already crazy synchronicity is coming through from your cards. Wow. Okay. I'm blown away, not to make a terrible pun, but all right. So we're going to shuffle your tarot cards 3 times, and then we're going to be drawing 1 tarot card that's the overall message for your reading today, this secret message that you are finally ready to hear. Yeah. And then we'll be drawing a past, present, and future message card for this energy as well from this tarot deck. Yeah, I'm getting this one. Perception. Oh, wow. And yeah, this is the 9 of Swords. Really interesting. So I am getting the feeling that those are meant to be both in the message position. So let me actually move everything over just a little bit so that we can kind of show that these go together. Okay, and then we'll take a look at your getting past, present, and I was seeing this one for future. Okay, your cards are very eager to talk to you, so it's always a nice feeling. So past, we have this 7 of Fire or 7 of Wands. Present, we have the card of Love. Wow. That's beautiful. And then for your future, we have the card of 6 of Fire. Wow. Wow, okay. So you guys have pile 3. You guys have so much divinity in your reading. Like, it's breathtaking, the feeling of being touched, of being, I can see here that you've been given so many signs, synchronicities, communications, symbols throughout, it feels like throughout your life, maybe particularly recently. There may have been a bit of a ramping up feeling of receiving these signs, signals, synchronicities. And there is a sense here, there does seem to be a sense of not being sure which direction these signs, symbols, synchronicities are taking you or wanting you to follow or wanting you to go. You may have felt as if you ask a question or look for a sign and you may get multiple responses from nature, from the universe, from divinity, feelings coming into you. However you receive communication from the divine, from your spirit guides, it may feel at times that communication pulls you in multiple different directions. And so you're being asked here to, first of all, retain your sense of humility. Realize that you are a being of universal consciousness. You are tapped in to what is going on in the energy fields around you. And yet you don't know everything, right? And that's okay. None of us know everything. Like, that's not possible, right? It would be too much for our brains to compute, right? There's just so much information, so much communication going on in the world around us at all times that we kind of have to be selective as to what we pay attention to, what we take in, what we process, right? And that is an act of self-love, an act of self-care. To maybe you need to think about being a little bit more specific, right? Asking for a very specific, maybe asking a more specific question when you ask for a sign, or narrowing your field of what is a sign for you just in that particular circumstance. Or if you wish to remain open to anything coming in and have more open-ended questions, just realize that you may need to then use some of your own discernment about what sign to follow. You may have to make more of a personal selection and choice there. But I feel like a lot of this energy is energy that you've dealt with and passed already. And what you're being encouraged in the present, and I do feel like you are already tapped into this energy. But if not, this is a strong message to foster this in the present in order to prepare for this transmutation, this transformation that we're going to be talking about here very shortly. But in the present, there, with this card of love, this card is all about self-love. It talks about the fact that we get all kinds of conflicting messaging and information from the outside world about how we are not worthy of love. And this card is the absolute divine given right to love yourself. Claim that, reclaim it, claim it for the first time if you need to, but claim it every day, right? Allow yourself to receive love from yourself, from others, from the divine. All of these signs and messages coming to you, open to the knowledge that those signs come to you because you are so loved. You're held in these hands of the divine every day, every moment, every single second that you are alive, have been alive, since you've just been energy, and even after you pass back into energy. You're always held in these divine hands of love, and it doesn't matter what you believe in, if you're religious or not. Personally, I am not religious, but I'm definitely very spiritual, and I very much believe in a universal collective consciousness and unconsciousness, and I believe that we are all connected, people, plants, animals, all energy on this planet and beyond are all connected in this, we're all energy, right? And energy vibrates and talks to each other, talks to itself, right? It's all connected all the time. And so I see that you're tapping into this knowledge as well, recognizing the flow of energy and how, just like this being doesn't end, right? All of these strands go off and connect to everything else in the world, including the water, including the plants, including the animals, including the people and the spirits. Everything is communicating, and the universal language is love. And so, opening to that, remaining humble in the face of that divine beauty and knowledge of who and what you are, I think that you are already very tapped into this, but opening up to this even further, allowing yourself to meditate, to, eat food that's good for you, to love your body, no matter what, right? To love your personality, your habits and quirks and what makes you you, your authentic self, not masking or changing yourself for others, not molding yourself to somebody else's desires in order to get acceptance or belonging or even love, allowing yourself to show up who you are, and those people that love you as you are will naturally gravitate towards you, right? And I think a lot of those people that are already in your life love you for who you are, and if you do feel like you've had to mask or change yourself at times, there's definitely a strong message coming through that those people love your essence, not kind of that surface, how you might change yourself in order to be more normal or acceptable or desirable or whatever it might be. I think that those people who are in your life who love your essence will love you even if you drop that kind of superficial mask that sometimes you wear, right? So the message here with this present energy is that through this act of these many acts of self-love that you can give to yourself on a daily basis, you are going through a absolute energy level transmutation. Like literally the cells within your body, the little, every atom that makes up your body and your energy and your soul is going through this energetic realignment through that powerful self-love. And that you are coming out. Oh, I didn't even see. Oh my gosh, you guys, you have another dandelion here. That's incredible. The dandelions on every single card. I've never had that happen before. Wow. You guys, like, you're so tapped in. Like, if you don't see this about yourself already, like, this is such a strong message that you're there. Like, you're going through this transmutation, but you've already begun it. You've already begun this alignment. You're so aligned, and you're just becoming more and more aligned every day, every moment, with the communication that you, like, it's as if you're becoming more tuned to the communication from the divine and from the universe. I think that's part of your path, your passion. You may feel really called to a path in life, a purpose in life that requires you to utilize the skill of being tuned in to the universe. It's as if you're this magnet and the divine is this other magnet, and the divine uses this to essentially point you in the right direction. And you are so matched with that frequency that you are able to effortlessly navigate. It's as if the image coming to mind is as if you had to navigate through this rocky terrain and you just closed your eyes, tuned into the energy, and just followed the flow of energy, and not once do you step on a jagged or loose rock. You just effortlessly make your way through. So the overall message that you have coming through here with this perception card, there's this mask, there's these black wings, her eyes are covered, and yet she has what feels like a divining rod here, this sword pointing into the earth, touching into the soil. This card talks a lot about allowing your true perception of everything to come through and not to be altered by what you think is normal or acceptable, or what other people have kind of, tried to pull the wool over your eyes, right? Tried to alter how you see and perceive the world, but rather getting back to that true knowledge and understanding of what is truth, what is actually real in the energy, in the physical world, in that soul plane of existence, that soul plane where we talk to each other at a soul level. You're able to tap into and see and perceive all of those things, and it's an incredible power. And if you're not already utilizing this in your life purpose, like in the path that you're following and what you're bringing into reality, into this world, what you're bringing to other people, how you're leading and teaching other people, this is a part of your purpose that your guides and the divine that's here leading this message is begging you to implement, to follow, to bring into existence. Like you're a seer. Yeah. You see. You know, this Nine of Swords card here, it has a very different meaning in this deck than it does in most other tarot decks, as do many cards in this Dreams of Gaia deck. So this Nine of Swords card is a beautiful card. It talks about our imagination first and foremost, and about being able to let go of the confines and the constraints that are told to us. It's as if, you know, if you imagine like the first person who invented anything novel, right? The invention of the light bulb, the invention of the computer, the invention of the telephone, the invention of the plane, you know? All of those people were told, you know, if they had gone and consulted 50 people, probably 49 out of those 50 people would have told them they're crazy and they shouldn't even try and it's dangerous. What are they thinking? They're going to kill people, or they're going to, you know, they're going to destroy themselves and their reputation, and, you know, they're just living in a fantasy land. They should just go work a real job, or, you know, whatever BS it is that people like to tell imaginative types, creative types, right? So this is the card of not listening to any of that, of allowing this incredible, connected, intuitive, creative, otherworldly brain of yours to do its thing, to light up, to take in those signs that you get all the time and you don't even know where they come from, right? But you get these signs, these impulses, these flashes of intuition, and loving who you are in all of your uniqueness enough to trust your own knowledge, your own intuition, your own ability to see things that other people cannot see. You are a seer. You're being guided and tuned. You're tapped into the energy and the desires of this divine universe, that divine level of the universe. And so, you know, you look at these flames on this figure's fingertips, you know, going from yellow to orange to blue to a purple. You have the ability literally within your hands to make things come to life, to make things come from just thought, just ether, just essence, you know, just a little picture in your brain. You have the ability to make those things into real, tangible, actually happening, like things that other people can then see. It's as if you bring what only you can see into a place where other people can see it too. And you guide humanity. You're one of those people who is on the forefront, who shows the way forward into a future that you can see, and others are kind of stumbling in the dark or just kind of going along as they've always gone along. You're a visionary. This is very much your purpose. Your path is to be this visionary, is to be this guide, is to show others the potential of a future that does not exist in reality right now. And you're going to help bring it into existence, into the human knowledge, the, you know, mass humanity's story, the human story. You're helping to write it, essentially. And with this Six of Wands card, so, you know, traditionally the Six of Wands is a victorious card. And in this deck in particular, a lot of the meaning here is a reconciling of opposites, a need for coming together, getting on the same page, even a need for mediation. And so what I see as the message coming through for you here is that you have the ability to bring, it's okay. Wow, I just got like major chills up my spine. So obviously in our world, there's so much strife and conflict and hatred and, people fighting, whether it's over resources or politics or different ideologies, whatever it might be. And you have the ability to help heal these differences, these seemingly irreconcilable opposites. You have the ability to mediate, whether it's directly, like you being a mediator, or it's through the other actions, what you're bringing into human consciousness helps to bring people together, helps to unite opposing sides and end wars, end fights, end battles that have been going on for far too long over far too many things that humanity needs to get past in order to heal our earth, ourselves, our relationship with other life on this planet. Yeah. Wow. It's beautiful. You guys are like, I feel like you're like these earth, like mothers, parents, fathers, like it's as if you are here to help remind humanity how to love each other, how to love yourselves, how to love other beings, how to love, the air, the water, everything, right? Everything that sustains life, like reminding us to live in love, coexistence, peace, happiness, joy, healthiness, right? And yet you have such a powerful humility about you. It's as if people, when you're living in this truth of who you are, people will flock to you. People will want to follow you, and you'll never get a big head about it. Yeah. It's a huge blessing, what you're able to bring. And this may have been kept a secret from you until you were ready, but I think you always had a little inkling that you were more in tune with the energy of the universe than many other people around you. So that's definitely a sign of this purpose of yours. I think we'll get just a couple of tarot cards from another deck here to give you, I feel like maybe just a little bit of like encouragement, any other messages that the universe would like to show you. Maybe, this might be a good time or a good way to ask for an affirmation or a sign that this message, if you're having any sort of doubts or just want a little extra reassurance or want to kind of like test out your ability to be tuned in to those messages, maybe think of asking for a sign in these cards if you'd like to. But otherwise, we'll just get any final messages for our pile number 3 here. So we have 2 of feathers, decisions and direction. And this is a little lizard or gecko here. There's a bundle of feathers tied here to this plant as well. and a bunch of like little diamond shapes and spirals. Yeah. Seeing like it's almost like the opening to a little cave or like a little hole back here, or like a knot on a tree almost. But this is the Two of Swords, so you may be getting the message here that perhaps this is how you're feeling at the moment, like not quite sure how to move forward with this message, with this direction in your life. And so with this hawk coming out and this other card here, this Two of Acorns, insight and focus. So this is the Two of Wands. Yeah. There's like a crescent moon shape here. There's those couple of acorns, of course. Not really sure. I think this is like a primrose, maybe. A couple other flowers. A couple of buds about to open. And this kind of looks like the top of a cliff up here. But with this Two of Acorns here, so this Two of Wands, I see that you'll be going from this Two of Swords feeling of kind of needing to make a decision, needing to know what direction to take this message in. And you're going to get this insight. And the guidance coming through here with this focus message is to, one, meditation might be a really good way for you to get in touch with the next steps and to get that knowledge of where to go, right? Those two of Wands is kind of almost like it shows you the gateway to pass through, right? It's like two torches lighting up at either side of the beginning of a path that you're going to be walking down, right? And so tuning into where those torches are lighting, it's as if you need to sit, maybe in some darkness, maybe even light a couple of candles for yourself to help you tune into this Two of Wands energy. And think about, well, clear your mind and think about a wish. Think about what like if you're having trouble believing that you have this power within you, allow yourself to imagine that you have this power, that you have this ability to perceive, to bring into human consciousness messages, direction, guidance that is like divine will, or that is, where humanity needs to go in order to heal. Imagine you have that power. Imagine that it's inside you. Imagine how you would feel. Visualize how you would feel being able to be this person in the world. And then make a wish about what you would like that power to accomplish. Whatever it is, whatever area where you see the most need or you feel the most personally passionate about or drawn to help guide humanity in a better direction. Make a wish about being able to guide and lead in that capacity, and then open yourself to any messages that need to come through, any guidance. Imagine you're sitting in a starry night at the top of a cliff or the top of a mountain or in an open meadow, and that it's just dark all around you, and ask for two torches to be lit for you to show the direction to go in. And then open yourself to any other messages about what that means, what to do next, what steps to take, what actions to do. I think you'll be surprised at what types of messages come through and how much even very specific guidance you can receive if you remain open to anything coming in. Okay. Journaling may also be a good avenue for you to take here. Even focusing on something that you really love, like painting, or something that kind of relaxes your thinking mind and allows you to tap into that creative mind. Focusing on that may allow those messages and thoughts to come through unfiltered a little bit easier for you. So pay attention to thoughts that come in when you feel like your logical mind is relaxed. Okay? Okay, my beautiful, powerful pile number 3. You guys, I would love to hear comments about how this resonates for you, what you envision doing in the world, whatever you feel open to sharing. I would love to hear from you. And definitely subscribe if you resonated with this message. Give it a like. I would love to have you come back to another reading. Can't wait to do more readings for you in the future, pile 3. All right, well, take care, and we'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.